So let's try the drone follow me feature all the way up Neville Point Road. So here's my first test. Yes, it's sped up a little bit. You can see how the drone exactly follows where I am, staying the same distance and direction from me at all times. And I just included this little snippet because it was cool. I grabbed it in midair and landed. Have to use one hand to turn it off and one hand to grab it. It's so weird because it's pulling so hard until the propellers stop. And I'm very serious because I don't want to get my fingers cut off. Anyway, it worked. It's cool. That's what we'll have to do on the boat when we launch and retrieve from there. So here we go. I'm going to get in the van. Julie's driving, and so I'm rising up and going to get set up. It's kind of cool. It's speaking of cool, it's about, I'm going to say 3 or 4 degrees. There's a South Beaver Lake. Looking straight down now, and okay, so there's the cottage on the right, the van on the road. I'm getting in, seatbelt on of course, and off we go. So from the controller that's in the van with me, I can still control the tilt of the camera, and I can rotate the drone as well. Otherwise it'll just simply follow us along. So there's our neighbor's place where they're going to be building one day. And here's the really, really narrow part of the point. Or another really, really narrow part, I should say. We're going very, very slowly down the road. I'm sure the drone could keep up if we were going faster. However, the road is starting to get icy because the temperature's up just a little bit, so we're being very careful on the corners and on the hills. Don't want to be like our furnace repairman who went off the road. So this should be quite interesting to try in the summer as well, because we probably won't be able to see the road at all from the air in the summer because there will be leaves on some of the trees and that sort of thing. So there's a little swamp on the left there. It's kind of strange. It's just kind of slightly enclosed all the way around. And there's our other neighbors. They have a trailer on their spot there. Just a look down the lake. You can see the 3 islands to the left and Neville Point straight ahead. And the esker is on the left there, on the left side of Neville Point. You can see it kind of rising up almost like a railroad bed, except it's really, really high. The esker being a glacial riverbed where the debris in the river running underneath or through the glaciers that ran through here deposited the stuff on the bottom of the riverbed, and then it fell through the glacier. And it's strange because the top of the esker, you can see it's mostly deciduous, and on either side it's cedar. So that's kind of strange and interesting. So far, Follow Me is working perfectly. The beloved Neville Point Swamp coming up on the right. So at the end of the esker, people have been digging out over the years, getting gravel, and that's what that little blank spot is right there where the van is, just to the left of the van. And coming around the sharp corner, this is exactly where our furnace guy went off, right there. And you can see lots of snowmobile and ATV tracks on the lake. I think actually they're mostly ATV tracks because I can see two wheel tracks. Coming around, and this is the end of the private part of the point, the very narrow spot right where we're about to hit. That is flooded over at sometimes in the spring when the water level's really high. And there's the boat launch coming up just on the right. Where our mailbox is. And then we continue on. Somebody's been drawing figures on the ice, it looks like. And you can see the skating rink on the left there, beautifully cleared off. And we proceed along the road. We continue along. Somebody left their dock in on the right. And we can continue along. And the drone decides to stop. And the van continues to go because I didn't know that I had lost signal. And we go and we go. Anyway, I did eventually figure out and we had to come back. And the drone was happily hovering there. So I snipped into the end of this video the rest of our path. This was from a couple of weeks ago. You can see it was a lot cloudier and I'm a lot higher. You can see that guy's rink. He's clearing off right now. He's on skates and he's going back and forth. A bit of snow falling in front of the camera. That thing sticking out just to on the left near the bottom is a dock that they've pulled up like a drawbridge. Take all the wood parts off and the metal frame just lifts up. They built that neat looking garage near the road just recently. This is the day that I launched from that Neville Point boat launch. There's somebody else who's left the dock in, I see. And we turn around, I see 3 ice huts neatly lined up over there. And we go back and you can see he's still clearing that rink. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Follow me along Neville Point Road.